Hello, so today we're going to be talking about morning routines. We collected some primary data. My name is Josh with Andres, Jackson, Anton, and Noah. So for our 8 interviews, the 8 people we interviewed were Chipper, Robert, Savannah, Diane, Nancy, Ryan, Furman, and Reed. 6 of which were college-age students here at the University of Colorado Boulder, 2 of which were stay-at-home moms. So our 4 main respondents that we found gave us the best data were Chipper, Furman, Ryan, and Nancy. 3 of the males were all white within the age range of 18 to 20, and they all lived in Boulder, whereas Nancy was our stay-at-home mom at age 45. As far as the overall sentiment for the morning routine, we found that most people either ended their morning routine remaining sleepy or very frustrated. Most people did not have an overall positive view of their morning routine. So we found that the top 3 frustrations of our survey respondents were getting out of bed, because people felt most frustrating having to get out of bed, and oftentimes they hit the snooze button many more times than they intended. The second was being on time. Many people felt rushed while they were getting ready for the day, and that made their morning routine overall much more stressful. And the third being organizing themselves, which goes hand in hand with being on time. Most of our survey respondents also felt it stressful to gather their things, such as their briefcase or their backpack, before they headed out for their day of class or work. We found that the #1 delight point between our adult and student survey respondents was that it was their morning breakfast/coffee. Our adults had to say that it was their most important meal of the day, and it gave them most of their energy to take on their daily tasks. Students also noted that it helped them wake up and focus when they were in class. However, we found that these delight points were only present when the survey respondents had enough time during their morning routine to make their morning breakfast and coffee, which oftentimes they did not. So we found that the main advantages to using primary data were that we were able to target specific issues, it was easy to interpret the data, and the data was of high quality. I think the main takeaway from this exercise is the fact that when using primary data, you are able to ask the questions you want and get responses that are of high quality. Since when you're using primary data, you are collecting the information yourself, it is far easier to discern whether the responses are quality or not, as opposed to paying for outside data in which you do not know the survey methods. I think one of the most interesting points to discuss about our data is that it was not a very well taken sample. The majority of our respondents were white males between the ages of 18 and 20, and we only had two female respondents, both of different age groups. So I think our study fell a little bit short in the diversity of our study range. However, I believe we were able to collect sufficient primary data to discover the main descent points as well as the main high points of people's morning routines. Thanks for listening, and have a great night.